Suzanne's Paparazzi Jewelry, 24/7 shopping available. 160920 is the code. Show her some love, like she showed us.
Network. I am Ace, and I am joined tonight by none other than, that's right, we call him Big B. He's known as Brandon Herrera. How you doing tonight?
Hey, I'm doing good. Ready to talk about the pay-per-view today.
All right, and then, of course, that's right, he's back. He is none other than Mr. I don't really know who I like in wrestlers, and I think every match is boring, Dragon Viper. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing really good, Ace. Really good tonight.
And then, of course, that's right. Guess who else is joined with us? That's right. We call him the one, the only Mess Around Dave. How you doing?
I'm good. Let's do this.
All right, because I'll tell you what, normally everybody knows that normally on Between the Ropes, we come out, we talk about Raw, we talk about SmackDown. Not tonight. That's not what we're doing tonight. Tonight is strictly WrestleMania Backlash. That is what we are talking about tonight. We're going to jump in and we're going to start talking about the pay-per-view. So before we actually jump into the regular portion of the pay-per-view on what happened during the regular matches and everything, let's start with a little bit on the pre-show. Even though there wasn't much on the pre-show, there was still that one little tidbit to talk about, which was that the Dirty Dogs decided to attack Dominic Mysterio backstage to try and eliminate him from the match before it even started. So with that, what do you guys think of that angle that they did there? And Dragon Viper, I'll start with you on that.
I think with the angle that they did, it looked good. I mean, because I think they were trying to completely eliminate Dominic. I mean, in my opinion, Dominic still needs some ring work. Needs to work on his, his ability. He's still terrible in the ring. So I honestly think that, I think it was a good angle on their part and thinking that the Dirty Dogs were going to win the match tonight. So,
all right. Well, coming to that, I will say as soon as I saw that happen, as soon as they kind of took him out backstage and showed him kind of in the training room and they're like, "Oh, you can't go," and then Mysterio's like, "I've got this." I knew right off the bat. I'm like, this is going to be one of those feel good stories. You kind of knew it was coming, but with that, let's go ahead and jump into that main card portion that we have. And what a way to kick off WrestleMania Backlash when you think about it. Because who would have actually thought that they would have kicked off WrestleMania Backlash with a triple threat match right off the bat for the women's championship? Who would have thought that? You have Asuka versus Charlotte versus obviously the champion and Rhea Ripley. The match was kind of back and forth. And I know what you guys were pretty much thinking throughout. You guys did not want at all. I'm sure you guys did not want Charlotte Flair to win this match. So I'm sure when Rhea Ripley won the match, everyone's like, yeah, Rhea Ripley won it. Overall, I thought that the match was actually really good. I thought there was some good spots in this match. The ending I thought was actually pretty cool. But Big B, I'll go ahead and start out with you first and jump to you. What was your overall thoughts on this match?
First kind of shocked they started off this way, but again, didn't know what match was going to start off the show. But the ladies put out a great show. Liked all three of them. I thought anyone could have walked away with it. I'm glad Flair didn't. Could have saw Asuka walk away, but I'm glad they're giving Ripley some time to have the title. So we know there's going to be a Ripley-Flair one-on-one match down the road, or maybe Bliss coming because she's watching somebody. She showed up last few Raws. So, but overall, B- match, and I'm glad Ripley won.
Yeah, but you can clearly see that this is the route that they're going because, and the reason I'm saying that is because you know that because Rhea Ripley pinned Asuka, that Charlotte Flair can come out and be like, well, she never pinned me. It was a triple threat match.
Yep.
And had Asuka not been in that match, I could have beat Rhea Ripley. So I can kind of tell you that I'm pretty sure that's the road that Charlotte Flair is going to go down. And so with that mess around, what was your thoughts on that match?
You're totally right with the way Charlotte didn't get pinned. She's definitely going to use that angle and try and get herself a one-on-one. But I agree. I would have been happy either way as long as Charlotte didn't win, because you all know how I feel about her. She's always got the title and she gets what she wants. So, and I like the way that they're not making this a one-off with Ripley. Let her carry the title for a little bit. Let her grow. So it was good match all around. The ending was kind of, I don't know, it was okay, I guess. I was looking for something more flashier, I guess you could say, but overall, I'd give it a B.
All right, I guess Dragon Viper, we'll give you a shot on this one. Trust me, we already know you probably don't like the match. I'm pretty sure of that.
Well, you really shouldn't jump ahead and assume because you know what it does. But I actually did like the match.
Wow.
He shakes and throws out a shocker.
Well, I did like the match. I mean, it could have been anybody's, anybody could have won. I was going for Ripley. I was hoping for Ripley to win, and I'm glad Ripley won. Even Asuka could have won, and I would have been happy because of the fact that it wasn't Charlotte. So I'm really shocked. I'm going to say this. I'm really shocked that Charlotte didn't even, win. Because we all know how that goes when she's in a title match. But I do see, I do agree. I see a, one-on-one because she's going to play it off to, what's her face? The one that's backstage, the female official. Anyway, but she's going to play it off to her and go and say, Ripley.
You're talking about
Sonya Deville.
Sonya Deville, that's it. But yeah, Sonya, she's going to go up to Sonya and whine to Sonya saying, I never got pinned in that match and I want a one-on-one, and I see that happening. But I'm glad Ripley did win, and I hope to see her champion for a while. So.
But she's right, though. You know why? Because she is the opportunity.
Oh,
she is the opportunity. That's what we call her. When the opportunity rises, she's it.
She can be the opportunity, but just not win titles.
And that's why we say, woo! Because she's the opportunity. But overall, so if you guys had to give this match a grade, now I know that Big B came out and said that he would give it a B-. Mess around, what grade would you give this match overall?
I give it a B, a solid B. It was good, but it wasn't great. It could have been better. But yeah, overall B.
Dragon Viper?
I give it a B plus around there. Because I thought it was good.
Sounds like they're going to get the highest grade from Dragon Viper because I'm not going with a B or B plus. I'm actually going to go with a B- on this one. And that was only because all three females in the ring for this triple threat, I should say the Divas in this match, they're actually talented. The three of them in this match are. So they were able to go out and actually put on that good match, even though I understand that you guys don't like Charlotte, but I've heard you guys in the past agree that she is talented. Yep. She is talented.
Yeah, she is. To a point, she is.
And did anybody notice how she looked today? She didn't look like old and raggedy like she
Yeah,
has
I'm not sure what was up with that.
She actually looked like Charlotte Flair from the past. So
yeah, she did.
Yeah, and I don't know if you saw, but when they were showing the whole thing, they had this picture going around on Facebook for like the longest time that when you looked at her, when her back was facing you, she looked like Matt Riddle from the back, and you're like, did she just turn into Matt Riddle? Yeah, so it was kind of one of those funny. It was really, really funny. RK Bro. Yeah.
I was
It's really
hoping one night we could go past that.
No.
No.
You know what? We're not going to go past that because you are on here. So because you are on here, we're not going to go past the RK Bro. We do it for you, Randy. We do it so you can feel the
yeah,
love.
you do.
You're the founder and the co-chairman of the RK Bro fan club. So,
You are.
No.
So, actually, if you can send me the link to the RK Bro fan club, I would love it. So
He's
go
not
ahead
just
and
a
send me
fan.
that
He's
link
not just
so
a
I
fan.
can
He's
have
also
it.
the president.
I want a
Right.
scooter.
So I don't know if you guys caught this before we move on to our next match. I am repping CM Punk. I've got a CM Punk shirt on tonight. I was hoping that maybe you would hear "Look in my eyes." I was hoping for it, but obviously you weren't going to see it tonight. I was certainly waiting for it though. But
No.
dang. All right.
Someday.
Someday. All right. So how about we jump into our next match, which I do believe was actually the tag team match. It was a tag team championship match, which, like I said before, we saw in the pre-show that Dominic Mysterio was attacked backstage. Mysterio came out, started the match without him. The match was back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. It was kind of and in the end, you kind of feel like you knew it was going to be one of those feel-good stories to where Dominic Mysterio would will his way out there and then look at Ray, look at his father, and be like, go ahead and tag me and I got this. I can handle it. Boom, it's there. Well, what ended up happening? In the end, they ended up winning the match anyways. But overall, you know what? Ziggler was in the match. Rude was in the match. Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio were all in the match. Of course, the one with, I would say, that can wrestle the least in this match is Dominic Mysterio, but Rey Mysterio, Ziggler, and Rude, very talented, okay? Dominic has a little bit more to learn, but Rey, very, very talented. But overall, I actually liked the match. I thought that the match was actually really, really good. But with this one, I'll start with mess around.
Well, to be completely honest with you, I had a hard time staying awake for this match. I fell asleep at various points during the match, and I woke up and caught the ending. My son actually woke me up, and he's like, "Dad, the Mysterios won." I'm like, "Oh, really?" And then I closed my eyes and went back to bed.
Wow.
So I feel like you were not a big fan of this match.
Not at all. Not at all. Put a different tag team up against the Dirty Dogs. I don't know. Put the Street Profits back in it. I would rather see anything else besides the Mysterios.
And I think you probably weren't happy about it because Dominic Mysterio was in the match. I think that that's probably why you weren't. Because I have no problem with Rey Mysterio. Ray.
I don't have a problem with the other three. It's just Dominic. I just can't. I don't know.
But
You know
he's
me,
still young. He'll get there.
Huh?
Yep. So we actually have a few comments up here. So Dragon Viper for you is actually saying, "Holy cow, Randy shaved." So they also noticed that too. And then now she's saying that this was a good match overall. She loved the outcome of the match. Now, her personally, she's a fan of both of the Mysterios. I like Ray. I'm not really big on Dominic, but it is what it is. So, Big B, we'll jump to you on this one. What was your thoughts?
Well, you talked about what happened pre-show with Dirty Dogs attacking Dominic. When that happened, I'm like, ooh, they're going to throw a twist at us and bring Murphy out as his tag partner, and we might get the Dominic turn because Ray and Murphy would win and Dominic would get jealous. That's what I thought at first. But, and I was also kind of with Ace. It's like, oh, maybe they will have a feel-good story. Especially when Dominic came out, I knew they were going to win. Overall, I think the match was good. I think a lot of people are not liking Dominic because of the way he came into the business. He didn't have to go through NXT and all that. He jumped right to the main roster. And he's improving since day one. I mean, if you would have told me Dominic was going to be a champion less than a year into the business, I would have said you guys are crazy. So I mean, he's improving. He's growing on me a little bit. I'm glad the Mysterios won. They're the first father team to hold the tag titles. But I'm also with Dave, too. I would have rather probably seen this match down the road and had somebody else in this match, like Street Profits or, another legit tag team, and let the Mysterios be a team for a little bit before getting the titles. So But overall, I think it was a great match. I liked all four. I'm glad, like I said, I'm glad Mysterio's won.
All right, and then you, Dragon Viper.
You know, I'm on the fence with this one.
Of course you are.
Of course I am. No, I've said it before. I like Ray. I think Ray did an amazing job with the attempt that he, was doing by himself. I actually agree with Big B on, that I thought, they would bring Murphy back in and start up that storyline with the Mysterios again. And I agree. I thought there was going to be a turn with Dominic, getting jealous because of Murphy and Mr. Ray winning the titles. But overall, it was a great attempt on Ray's part doing it by himself. Other than that, that's the only one I liked in the ring. That's the only one I really cared to watch. So it was okay.
Wait, you don't like Dolph? You don't care for Dolph? What?
I have never liked
He's
Dolph.
He's never liked Dolph. He's always come out and said he doesn't like Dolph. It's always been a thing with him.
You don't like Rude either?
No.
No,
I like them together. I think the Dirty Dogs together could be a good tag team down the road.
No, it just Dragon Viper gets so confused about who's actually a good wrestler and who's not. So that's actually why he's confused. So because he generally gets it backwards, and then he's like, oh wait, Dolph and The Miz and Seth Rollins and them. He thinks in his mind, well, these guys don't have talent. But then he looks at guys like Goldberg and that, and he's like, oh man, these guys are so talented in the ring. I can't wait to see them.
Like
These guys are awesome.
No, I have never liked Roman Reigns. But see, the thing is, with this match, I honestly think it's still too early for Dominic to be champion.
Yeah.
He still sucks. I think they put him out of the match for most of the match because they wanted, they didn't want to show how much he sucked and still win the tag title. Huh?
My hand goes up, your mouth goes shut.
I don't care. I'm not listening.
So, anyways, yeah, I'm glad that they caught that. I'm just up here doing the little "my hand goes up, your mouth goes shut" thing, and I'm like,
I don't
somebody caught it. I was like, somebody caught it. All right, but you know what? I do agree with you on the Dominic thing, though. It was a little too early for him. But then you could also say that. But if you're going to say that about Dominic Mysterio, you could also say that about Rhea Ripley too when she won the women's championship, because that was technically her first major match on the actual big brand on the major.
Rhea can wrestle. Dominic can't.
Well, it's not even that. It's not even that. It's Rhea was NXT for a while, where Dominic just
that's what I was going to say.
Popped out of nowhere.
No, I get what you're going with that.
Yeah.
I get where you're going with that. I'm just saying that a lot of people could come out and say that Rhea Ripley won it in her first match too, but Dominic waited about a year before he won his first one. But it is what it is. Overall, the match was decent. It wasn't horrible, but of course, mess around saying boo, and I think it was because the outcome and Dominic Mysterio and all that. But with that, how about we jump into our next match, which Dragon Viper, you're like,
Nah.
No?
I'm saying on this one too. I might finally agree with Dragon Viper on something.
You think so?
Well, we'll see. Let him go first.
Oh, no. Big B, you go ahead and take it away first.
Go ahead.
We're talking about the lumberjack match, right?
Yes, the lumberjack match with all the zombies. The Miz, the Damian Priest.
Can we skip this one?
I really hope that WWE gets a lot of backlash on this match. Lumberjack match, fine, but you're going to bring out zombies, and then they're going to attack Morrison, take him out behind the barricade, and then at the end, they're going to all lay on top of Miz and devour him, I guess. The outcome, the match itself wasn't bad. Don't get me wrong. Priest can wrestle, Miz can wrestle. Overall, the match was great, but the way they're going to come out of this, I can't wait to see how they play this off because I don't know how they're going to do this. And I know the other promotion that some of us watch or don't watch is getting a lot of backlash after their cage match. So if they're getting backlash, I think this match definitely should get some backlash on it because I was bored with the design of the match. I like the lumberjack match. I like the outcome of the match, but to have the zombies and how they ended and took Miz and Morrison out, I'm kind of waiting to see how they come out of this. So,
Well, I will say I think that the really cool thing about this match was, though, when you really think about it, is that how at one point you had the Miz and Damian Priest actually working together outside the ring, taking out the zombies. I thought that was pretty cool. I'm like, yay! But they had to present the whole dead army. That's why they had to do it, because they were trying to hype up the movie. So I understand why they did it. Did they need to? Probably not, but they did it to try and hype up the movie.
I mean, if they wanted to do that, then they should have did it for a Bray Wyatt match or something, or the Fiend match. I mean, so that's my opinion.
So I'm saying that she thought it was pretty cool with the zombies, but they could have done it on Halloween or something.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Yeah.
All right. You know what, Dragon Viper? Let's hear what you have to say, because Big B thought he was going to feel the same way that you felt.
Yeah, I totally, completely agree. It was okay, but I felt that they put more attention on the zombies than they did the match itself and the wrestlers themselves. I don't know. I was okay with it. I was glad to see, Priest actually siding with the Miz. But overall, I think the zombies just kind of put away from the match, put vision off of the match, and they put more focus on those than the match itself. So, I don't know. It wrong place, wrong time kind of thing.
All right, mess around.
Yeah, this is the dumbest idea they've ever come up with, I swear. Like, what are you doing? I get you trying to promote a movie, but you could have done it a whole lot better than what you did. Having zombies that don't even really look like zombies? Get out of here. You're designing those costumes. So terrible. And then you have Priest win. I would rather see the Miz win. If he hasn't gotten a win in a while.
But I think everybody knew that Damian Priest was going to win.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, for sure. I know that. I get that, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I was just done with the whole match right when I saw the zombies.
But could we potentially be seeing a Morrison and Miz split?
That too, because he kind of cost him a match, and then on Monday Night Raw, he's like he agreed to the stipulation thing. Yeah, we'll do it. Johnny Jr. got this.
Yeah, and not only that, but if you think about it though, too, before the match, started and stuff, and the Miz is talking about, a lumberjack match, like he's like accusing me of trying to run away, like I'll run away, and then Johnny Drip is like, well, technically on Monday Night Raw you tried to run away, so at that point I'm looking at that thinking maybe they're teasing a little bit of a split here between Morrison and Miz.
Yeah, and then you did the whole hand thing, and the Miz like, we can see what you're doing with your hands, or Johnny.
Right.
I hope they split up.
I know you're waiting for it, but I actually think that they're a good tag team. When you think about it, when they were Mercury and Morrison before Eminem, they could have done Eminem again this time too. Miz and Morrison, Eminem. They could have brought Eminem back. Just instead of Mercury and Morrison, it could have been Miz and Morrison, Eminem. Right. And then they could have got a character and called them Peanut, and then they could have called themselves Peanut Eminem.
Or they could have brought back.
Oh my god!
They could have brought back Melina Eminem.
Oh yeah, Eminem. Yes, Peanut Eminem.
Wow.
All right, so Ivy said, "What's up with the name change with Morris?" And she says that Johnny Drip Drip. Pull that down. I don't want to see that word. Let's go ahead and drop that comment off the screen. Thank you. But yeah, it's no, the name change is kind of weird.
Yeah.
Johnny Drip Drip, I kind of like it. Johnny Drip Drip.
It's just, well, I think is they're like, where's Johnny Drip Drip come from? Is the thing. Like, it's just Johnny Drip Drip.
Well, they're trying to do the musical act, so maybe he's trying to be more of a hip.
Yeah, like a
singer
rapper.
kind of. Yeah.
Right. But the thing is, though, is the one thing I will give Morrison, I don't care what his name is, the dude is talented.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I like
The
Morrison.
dude is very talented. All
He's
right.
funny.
So now there's not really a whole lot more to say about this one. So now we can jump into our next match, which I think you guys can feel a little bit better about this one. But you're still shaking your head going, no, 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 no. But if you think about it, Bianca Belair and Bayley. So not a bad match overall. Bianca's
I like
talented. Bayley's talented. There was actually a few times where I thought that Bayley was going to actually pick up the victory. I really did. I was watching when she hit the Bayley to belly. I'm like, oh, this is it. This is it. This is it. I thought that was the match right there. I thought that Bayley was going to win it and recapture the title. And then Bayley ended up winning with taking her hair and like wrapping it. Yeah, it was the strangest thing. I've never seen her do that before. But it was kind of cool because, you know, Bayley had tried it twice on the ropes. It didn't work. And then Bianca's like, oh, I'll show you. I'll take my hair and wrap it around your leg and we'll try that and we'll see how well that works. But mess around. You can go ahead and start out with this match.
Oh, this is one of my favorite matches on the whole card. You got Bianca Belair, one of my favorite divas, and I love the part when they're in there and she's like, "Don't touch my hair," and then like, yeah, I'm with you. I thought Bayley was gonna win when she put her in the Bayley belly using the hair, and yeah, I thought it was it. I thought she was gonna get the championship back, but I'm glad Belair retained, and I give it a solid A.
Solid A, solid A. Big B, how about you?
Yeah, I'm gonna mess around on this. With the match itself, I thought Bayley was gonna win, like you guys said already, and you know, like I've said before, Bayley and Blair in that hair. I don't know how she doesn't trip over it or whatever, but I'm waiting to see soon. There's probably gonna be a match where they're gonna make it to where Bayley or Blair can't use her hair at all, and it'll be a disqualification. I'm waiting for it. So, but I'm with mess around. A- B+ match.
All right, I might regret this, but Dragon Viper.
Oh,
It doesn't matter.
no, don't start that. But
Hey, bro.
it was an okay match. I'm gonna just say that. I mean, you know, I was hoping Bayley would win. And obviously she didn't. I'm just wondering, you know, I kind of think that Belair needs to cut her hair because I'm kind of bored of her using her hair for every little thing that she does. So
Does
I kind of
anything
want
make
that
Dragon
to
Viper
happen.
happy? Does anything make you happy? Like
Hey, I
that is the
mentioned
thing.
earlier, you know, but
I feel
yeah,
like nothing makes you happy.
no, things do make me happy, you know, but yeah, no, I didn't really care for it much. I wanted Bayley to win.
Surprise, surprise.
So I feel like if Dragon Viper ran Monday Night Raw or Friday Night SmackDown, there would legitimately be 4 or 5 wrestlers on the entire roster, and then the whole 2-hour show, Dragon Viper would be like, well, he's going to wrestle him for the first 10 minutes, and then we're going to switch it, and then the second guy's going to wrestle the third guy, and the first is going to wrestle fourth, the fourth is going to wrestle third, and it's just going to be like the same guys the whole entire time for like 2 hours.
And what's different than what's going on now? I mean, look at SmackDown. You've got, 4 matches most of the time now, and they're the same people. So what would be different?
At least there's more people out there. There's more people freaking out there. Dragon Viper would only have like 4 people on the entire roster.
Well, no, I mean he's got to have a tag match because you got RK Bro. He's got to put them
Oh,
somewhere.
God, no.
All right. Hey, the match was still good. Let's say that. It was good, okay? So doesn't matter what Dragon Viper says. That didn't matter.
I give
so
it a C.
Of course you would. Of course you would. But though, Bianca and Bailey are both talented. So thank you very much. We know talent. Dragon Viper gets confused with talent. Okay. All right. So now we'll jump into our main event. Wait, no. I'm sorry. I think I forgot one.
The WWE title match.
Yes, the WWE title match. The Strowman, McIntyre, and Lashley. So let me tell you this. I think we all knew that Lashley was going to win. We saw it coming, okay? But I kind of expected that at the end, when McIntyre threw him through it, and we're like, oh, Lashley's going to be out for a while. At that point, I kind of knew it's going to be the typical ending in a triple threat match to where somebody's going to take the other one out, and then Lashley's going to sneak in at the last minute, throw somebody out or spear the other guy, then go in and spear Strowman and then pin him, and then the match was going to be over. And the match ended the exact way that we figured it was going to end. We saw that coming. It was kind of interesting how you could hear the fake crowd, as we like to call it. This is awesome. This is awesome. I did like when Lashley got thrown through the Titron up top. That was pretty cool, and you saw the whole sparks. Yeah, that part was cool. But mess around, I'll start with you.
Yeah, I mean, I picked Strowman to win in our little group chat. I picked him to win, even though I knew it wasn't going to happen. It's just what I wanted to see happen. But you're right. Like every typical triple threat match, one guy gets taken out for a while, and that guy's going to come in and steal the victory at the end. So once, like you said, once he went through the wall there, the writing was there that it was going to happen. So it was typical WWE booking, and but as long as McIntyre didn't get title back, I was happy with it. I give it the B+.
Yeah, it just makes people wonder now, how long is Lashley going to hold the title? Before we came live here, I kept saying, and Dragon Viper kept saying, in your dreams, you can keep dreaming. But I told him what they're holding out for Lashley or Reigns. I know they're holding out for the Beast Incarnate. They're waiting for him. They're waiting. Brock Lesnar's going to come out and take out somebody. Is it going to be Reigns or is it going to be Lashley? I see the writing on the wall, and it could be SummerSlam. I'm telling you, is when he could return, and this could happen. Which one is it going to happen for? I don't know. But the writing is on the wall. He's going to come out and beat somebody. I can see it happening. Big B.
Match overall, I thought it was okay. I kind of figured either way it could have happened, or either way one of those guys could have walked away. I mean, all three of them have great power. All three of them, for being big guys, are pretty quick on their feet. I was actually, after Lashley got thrown through the speakers or sound system or whatever he got thrown through, I was waiting for Mason T-Bar to come out. They kind of dropped that little storyline very quickly after they added Braun Strowman into the mix. So, WWE's pulling these storylines and just ending them without really any explanation, I guess. But what Ace was saying, I can see, Brock coming back. I think for Lashley, and I think Roman Reigns, I think they're kind of waiting on The Rock to either say yes or no. That's why I think Roman, for that title. But overall for this match, I kind of think a solid B. I like all three of them. For big guys, they can move around the ring pretty decently.
All right. Dragon Viper.
Dun, dun, dun.
What do you think?
I thought this match.
It doesn't matter what you think.
You know what? I'm just going to keep talking.
Yes.
Okay.
Because I thought this match was incredible. I give it.
Oh my!
a-
Whoa!
Whoa.
Um,
Oh my
no.
god.
Whoa,
You
time
got-
out, time out. Did you say you thought this match was incredible?
Yes.
It doesn't matter what you think.
Okay. Anyway, so no, I thought it was incredible, a great match. 3 big guys, going against each other, all with power. They're all 3 powerhouses. And that's the kind of match I like. Is that's one of them is the powerhouses going against each other, the big guys. I thought it was awesome. I mean, for McIntyre to hit the Michinoku driver on Strowman, that was incredible. And then
You
of
named
course,
the move. Oh my god.
what?
You named the move. Oh my god.
The Michinoku driver. The Michinoku driver.
Anyway, so no, I have to give it to all 3 of them.
Bravo.
I was hoping Strowman would win, because Strowman, he should be champion, but it's okay that Lashley's even champion still. So I wasn't upset with the winner of the match. I just thought it was a great match because just 3 great, strong powerhouses against each other. That was great. So, like I said, moving close to an A+ in that match. So,
Wow.
Wow. All right.
Now we know that would have been an F if Orton was the 4th man in there and he would have lost.
Yeah, I guess I have to tell Vince to change a few things up because Dragon Viper really started to like this. So I have to tell him to change it up now so we can go back to the old Dragon Viper to where he doesn't like it anymore.
You gotta throw him
But-
a curve.
But
I had
now,
to throw a curveball out there. So,
now we can actually jump into. Sorry, now we can get to the main event, the one that we've all been waiting for, which the Roman Reigns and Cesaro one, which I think we already knew how this one was going to end anyway. I think the one thing that surprised me the most is that Jey Uso did not come down and actually interfere in the match. I thought it was going to happen, but I guess Reigns just flat out won this match, so it actually kind of surprised me that he did it
Clean.
without help. And so with that, mess around, I'll let you go first.
Yeah, I'm with you. The match was good. I was just really, really surprised that none of the Usos came out and tried to help. Reigns did it on his own. It was back and forth. There's a few times I thought Cesaro might do it and get the title. I picked him to win in the group chat, but even though I knew Reigns was going to hang on because that's what WWE wants, they want to make Reigns look big and strong, which, and keep shoving them down our throats. Only because of Cesaro, I'm going to give it a B.
Yes, only because of him.
Yeah.
All right, Big B.
I mean, I'm, this Roman Reigns head of the table gimmick, I like it. I mean, I'm not saying Roman Reigns has talent. I mean, yeah, the guy can wrestle. He comes from a wrestling background, family-wise. Overall, I thought the match was good. I was 100% shocked, like you guys, that Jey did come down first, and then Jimmy followed him. So for Reigns to win this match, probably the first one he's won in who knows how long, that wasn't an interference on it. I mean, bravo to him. Bravo to WWE. I would have liked to see Cesaro win this one, but, I give it a solid B.
Well, I think we all would have liked to see Cesaro win it,
Yep.
but I think in the end we all knew it wasn't going to
Oh, yeah.
happen. Now, the one thing I will say, and I'm going to ask Dragon Viper this one more time. Dragon Viper, are you finally ready to embrace the vision? Because Seth Rollins came out afterwards, and he's proving a point. Everybody needs to finally embrace the vision. Because
When he says it's over,
I like Seth Rollins. I just am not embracing the vision.
You're gonna embrace the vision, dang it! Embrace his vision. You need to embrace it.
I'll embrace that suit anymore because that was slick.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
that's-
was-
I
that's-
was actually gonna bring that up and say, what do you guys think about his nice attire there?
That was something. All right.
I thought
that
it was lit.
That was pretty cool.
Creative.
Oh yeah, definitely right. Okay.
All right, Viper. I don't think we heard
Yeah.
from you though.
Yeah, go ahead.
Give us your F- statement.
The F
No.
minus, right?
It's not gonna be. I don't think it's an F match. I really thought it was a good match. Cesaro did amazing in that match. We sit there and we say, well, Roman's going to have it for a while. But I actually did think, because of it being Cesaro's first chance at the title, that they might actually let Cesaro win it. But then, of course, you have them throwing Reigns down our throats. That Reigns would win it back, at the next pay-per-view, if not sooner. But it would have been able to give Cesaro a chance to be champion and put it to his record. I was impressed with Cesaro on many occasions in that match, and I think he's right there at the top now, along with other main eventers. So good job to Cesaro. Unfortunately, it's like what's being said. Reigns is being shoved down our throats. I agree. And I hope that he breaks a leg or an arm, and then he would have no choice but to give up the title. So,
Wow.
I can't stand Reigns. So, and then, of course, it was good to see, not good to see, but shocking to see, Roman actually winning this match with absolutely no help, not even from Paul Heyman. So, it was interesting. And then it was good to see Rollins, at the end of the show. So, but no, Reigns needs to break a limb and give up his title. That's all.
Wow.
Wow. That's something.
If they're going to try and keep him with the title, I think he needs to break a limb, and that way they have no choice but to give it to someone else.
That's wow. I don't even know what to say right there. That's
Were you
That's
guys
crazy.
surprised Jimmy didn't come out when Jade started the beatdown?
yeah, I was.
I
I was
was.
kind of
I was waiting for it.
expecting it, but I
I was
guess
actually,
When Rollins
I was
came down, that was pretty slick.
at one point, I was actually expecting a turn. We've been talking about
Jay?
Jay turning on Roman because of Jimmy's help, and we've been talking about it. I actually kind of expected it tonight, but
Mhm.
Yeah.
it obviously didn't happen. But yeah, I'm surprised to see Jimmy didn't even come out tonight. So
Yeah, I don't think Jimmy's 100% clear to come out and fight yet. So
No, I don't think he is. I think
No.
they brought him back just to
hype him
kind
up, get him
of
ready.
see exactly which route it's going, but I don't think he's like 100% cleared yet. I think
Yeah.
that's why they're doing that.
well,
I-
he wrestled
do-
Friday, so
Oh, that's right, he did. That's right,
Yeah.
he did. But I really think the reason why WWE's keeping this title on Roman is they're waiting for The Rock to say yes or no he's going to fight him. I that's what I believe. Kind of like the Brock Lesnar thing.
I want to see Seth versus Roman and Seth win the title.
That would be a good match.
Seth freaking Rollins.
Seth freaking Rollins, embrace the vision. You will understand. You're going to embrace the vision.
Embracing the vision.
All right. So now that we've talked about WrestleMania Backlash, we always like to end the show, and I know Dragon Viper's been wanting to do this also because he's talking about the whole defending champion thing. He thinks he's going to come out and beat you guys again and a wrestling
sure.
trivia.
Go ahead.
Oh wait, do we need to show it one more time here? No.
All right. So everybody will get a chance to answer before I say if the answer is right or wrong.
Thank
Okay.
If
you.
you get it right, you're going to get a point. So here it is. The very first question is: JBL worked under the following name, and they are talking about when he debuted. What was his name when he debuted? And Big B, I'm going to start with you on that.
It was oh god, what was his name? It was Bradshaw Layfield. I can't think of the first part of it though.
All right, Dragon Viper,
Justin Hawk Bradshaw.
Mess Around Dave.
What was the question again?
JBL worked under the following name. When he debuted, what was the name he worked under?
John Bradshaw Layfield.
No, so the correct answer was Justin Hawk Bradshaw, and then that one went to Dragon Viper. So there you go. Dragon Viper's on the board.
I forgot about that one. How's it going, Viper?
He debuted in 1996. All right. Who won the first Women's Royal Rumble match? And Mess Around Dave, you get to go first.
Oh my God! Thank you very much. I have no idea.
The first Women's Royal Rumble.
Charlotte.
All right, Dragon Viper.
Crap. Good one. Who was it? Becky Lynch.
All right, Big B.
Oscar.
The correct answer is Asuka.
No. Yeah.
It was Asuka because Charlotte Flair did not compete in the first Women's Royal Rumble because she was already a champion at the time.
And that's when Ronda Rousey came out at the end after all three of them were in the ring and she pointed
Yes.
to WrestleMania. So.
Yep.
Yes, absolutely. Okay. So here's another. So we have Big B 1, Dragon Viper 1, and then Mess Around right now sitting at 0. So this is who won the very first Royal Rumble on the men's side? Dragon Viper.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Mess Around Dave.
Hacksaw.
Big B.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
And that is the correct answer. So there you go. You're all on the board. So Dragon Viper 2, Big B 2, and then Mess Around Dave. He's officially on the board. So there you go. All right. Let's go to the next one. So Steve Austin debuted as the ringmaster in 1996. Who was his manager? And Big B, we're going to start with you.
Ted DiBiase.
Okay? Dragon Viper.
Ted DiBiase.
Mess Around.
Everybody's got a price. The $1 Million Man.
All right, there you go. Everybody with another point. Big B 3, Dragon Viper 3, and Mess Around 2. All right. Let's go to the next one. Okay. Which show in WWE history can you think of drew the highest WWE TV rating? And I'll start with Big B.
Wait. So we're talking just WWE or we're talking WWF too?
Well, they still classify right now because it's WWE. The older stuff still classified as WWE because So we're just talking about in history.
Which one had the highest rating ever?
Yes, the highest rating.
I will go with Raw 1000.
All right, Dragon Viper.
Yeah, I agree. Raw 1000.
All right, Mess Around.
I'm gonna go with the Raw where they took over WCW with Shane on WCW.
Dang it. Yes.
The correct answer is none other than the main event, Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant.
No.
Oh.
The main event broadcast drew 33 million viewers.
Wow.
So it was Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant.
No points.
All right. No points. All right. What city hosted WrestleMania 6?
What?
And Mess Around, Dave.
It was Detroit.
Dragon Viper.
Oh my God. WrestleMania 6? Oh. Oh my God. I don't know. San Antonio.
All right. And Big B.
I'm going to go Vegas.
So the correct answer is Toronto.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
All right. What was The Undertaker's name when he first arrived in the WWE? Mess Around, Dave.
What was his name when he first arrived?
What was his name when he first arrived in WWE? Dun 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 dun. Huh? Huh?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know. I want to say Kane the Undertaker because that's what Vince referred to him as.
All right, Dragon Viper.
Oh, oh my God, I know this. It's something.
What's your answer? Do do do.
Yeah,
do do
I'm
do.
getting there.
Do 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 do
And
do.
it's not Randy Orton.
It could be RK Bro though.
Yeah, it could be.
It could
No.
be RK Bro. RK Bro.
Great. Oh,
Amy wants to know if you got Dr. Pepper, Dave.
Not tonight.
Not tonight. He does not have his Dr. Pepper tonight.
crap. Fine. Dead Man Mark Calloway. I don't remember.
All
I
right,
know.
Big B. Big B, what do you got?
It's
No.
tough because two names jumped out at me. I'm going to go with Mean Mark Calloway.
So the correct answer is
Texas Red.
the correct answer goes to Mess Around Dave. The correct answer is actually Kane the Undertaker.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes. Kane the Undertaker was his actual name when he first arrived in WWE. He debuted in 1990 on an episode of WWF Superstars. And
Yeah.
when he debuted on that, Vince McMahon actually called him Kane the Undertaker.
Yeah.
And then over time, it was kind of funny how they kind of broke it up and said Kane, and then they had the Undertaker. But at one time, he was actually called Kane the Undertaker.
Wow.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
I remember that
So-
because I was watching the old school Raw, and Vince
Yep.
kept referring to him as Kane
Yeah.
the Undertaker.
So Mess Around Dave has finally caught up.
Yep, we're all at 3.
Yep, everyone is at 3 now. All right. So the next question is: The Godfather was also known as this name, and we're going to start with Dragon Viper.
As in what he was before the Godfather?
Yeah, he was
Okay.
also referred.
Oh wow, he was a couple things. He was a couple things before the Godfather. I'm gonna go with his earliest one, Papa Shango.
All right, Big B.
Yeah, it was Papa Shango, but there's another one too.
I knew the other one too.
I can't think of. I'm going to go with Papa Shango, but I can't think of the other guy's name.
All right, Mess Around Dave.
That's where I was going to, Papa Shango.
It was a Supreme Fighting Machine something. I can't
And
think of
Papa Shango is the correct answer.
The other one was
So-
Kama Mustafa.
So everyone is still there. Everyone's still riding at 4 right there. They're still at 4. So, all right, let's
Did
see.
you hear me, Big B? Did you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Brock Lesnar has never won which championship? And Big B, I'll start with you on this one.
He's not won the tag titles.
All right, Dragon Viper.
I'd say the Intercontinental title.
All right, mess around.
I'm gonna go with the IC title as well.
The correct answer is the Intercontinental Championship. So mess around, Dave and Dragon
Oh.
Viper you're still hanging in there. 5 apiece. You're hanging in there.
Who did he win the tag titles with?
I thought he won it with Big Show. Didn't he win it with
I
Big Show
think
at some point?
Yeah, I think it was Big Show.
I think he won it with Big Show.
Yeah,
I think
Yeah.
you're right. During the
Yeah.
invasion, I think. Okay.
back in 05, I believe, 04.
Okay.
All right. Who appeared on both Raw and Nitro on the same night during the Monday Night Wars?
Oh. Wow.
And Big B, we'll start with you.
Rick Rude.
Dragon Viper,
Rick Rude.
mess around.
Shane McMahon.
The correct answer is Rick Rude.
Ooh.
Dragon Viper's got the lead here.
That was shocking the first when that happened. That was-
655.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Next question. Who was the first wrestler inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame? And we're going to go with Mess Around Dave on this one first.
Andre the Giant.
Dragon Viper?
I'm gonna go with Andre. I don't know who else.
Big B?
Andre the Giant.
And Andre the Giant is the correct answer. I'm guessing
Those
that
sweat bullets on that one.
yeah, I'm guessing that was kind of just a guess, I would say.
No, I knew he was in the first class. I didn't know if he was actually the first one. So
All right. So this next one might be a little bit more difficult. The British Bulldogs came to the ring with a dog named. What was their dog name? And Dragon Viper, you get to go first on this one.
Oh my God. British Bulldogs came out.
Do 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 do.
Yeah. It was. Oh my God, I know this.
Oh, do you now?
I do. I know it, and I see the bulldog. I
see the bulldog. Right, right. You see him walk into the ring with that bulldog in the face.
Yeah.
I thought his name. I thought his name was Dragon Viper.
I know what it is. I'm just gonna throw it out there because I'm spacing. Lucy.
A little bit.
Yeah.
All right, Big B,
Matilda.
No.
mess around. What do you think?
It's Matilda.
And the correct answer is Matilda. So everyone is yet again tied. We're all tied again.
No, I think I'm
When
one
you-
ahead.
Oh, you are.
When you said that, Big B, I knew it.
Who's supposed to be Big D?
All right. So Big B, yes, you are one ahead. Okay. So in 2003,
D.
In 2003, Macho Man Randy Savage released a rap album title. What was it called? And Big B, this one goes to you first.
Oh God. The Madness.
Dragon Viper,
I'm going with Big B, the Madness.
mess around.
What was the question?
In 2003, Macho Man Randy Savage released a rap album title. What was it called?
Oh yeah. I don't know.
You know what's funny is the correct answer is Be a Man. But the funny thing is once Dave said, "Oh yeah," the answer at the bottom of one of these was like, "I guarantee that somebody's gonna say, 'Oh yeah.'" So there it is. But yeah, that was not the correct answer.
He had a song about Hogan on that. I think it was just ripping him.
All right. So we have time for one more question. This will wrap it up, and if nobody else gets it right, maybe somebody could tie Big B, or Big B might win it. So in 1986, Rick Martel and Tom Zink were known as what? What was their tag team known as? And Dragon Viper, you get to go first.
Actually make me think again.
Yes, you're gonna think
So
again.
Rick Martel and Tom who?
Tom Zink.
Wow.
Do you have this?
I don't have it. It's gonna be in the dark or shot in the dark. The Everly Brothers.
All right. Big B, what do you got?
Oh God. One name came to mind, and then all of a sudden a second one came to mind.
I didn't watch them. So
Strike Force.
All right. Mess around.
It's Strike Force.
The correct answer is the Can-Am Connection.
What? I thought sure it was a Strike Force.
It's
No,
the Can-Am Connection.
Strike Force is Tom Zink and God, who's the other guy? I knew it was either Can-Am Connection or Strike Force, but I thought Can-Am was Rick Martel and Tito Santana.
All right. Well, with that, anyways, today is Big B is our wrestling trivia champion today. So
I
Dragon
would know
Viper,
that title.
Dragon Viper could not defend his crown today. He officially lost his crown to Big B. So Big B is now holding that crown.
It's been a bad
And,
week for
and
trivia
Big B,
today, so
Big B,
this
do
week.
not let him tell you that it was because of a buzzer this time, because there was no buzzer and he had a
beat
fair
me fair and
shot.
square. He beat me
did.
fair and square.
He beat you fair and square.
Yes.
Fair and square. There was no buzzer. All right. So
He
with that,
won.
we're going to go around the room, and you have a few seconds here to any final remaining thoughts. So Big B, we'll go ahead and start with you. If you would like to give a victory speech, you can go ahead and start out with a victory speech.
Nah, we'll just mess with Viper on the chats. You know, I don't want to embarrass him too much, but I just want to say, Ace, thanks for subbing in for me today. I had a prior
I got
engagement
you.
that I had to do. But I hope everybody checked out what you think you know. It was a pretty good episode. I'll be back next week. So, but outside of this, I'm always glad to be jumping on these wrestling shows. Love talking wrestling. So, thank you guys.
Dragon Viper, how about you?
I just want to thank everybody for watching. You know, it's fun every time doing this, even though, you know, I do get a bunch of crap by these guys, but it's pretty fun. And we'll just have to wait till next week to see what happens, you know. So
It wouldn't be the same if I didn't give you a bunch of crap. It wouldn't be the same. That's
It's
why we
fun.
have to sit here and give you a bunch of crap, because it just would not be the same. And mess around, Dave.
Well, a good day of watching a crappy pay-per-view. Hopefully next one's better. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks to Chris, our production guy behind the scenes,
Yes, Chris.
setting this up for us and running it for us. We appreciate you.
Yes, we do appreciate you. Thank you very much, Chris, for go ahead and running that background.
Thank you, Chris.
And yes, Big B, it was a privilege today to fill in for you on the trivia show. Isaiah today walked away with the victory. He's going to actually come back next week and try and defend his crown again. So
we might have a unification match.
well,
next week.
J-Mac doesn't know. J-Mac does
Yeah,
not
I
know
know.
if he can make it next week again.
Yep.
So Isaiah will be defending his crown, and I believe what's his name? Is it
Tim Hendricks.
Yes, Tim Hendricks will be on there, and then
Yep.
I do believe next week, since Chris Casanova could not make it today, I do believe that he tries to plan on making it next week. So I guess we will see about that. And so Isaiah will be defending his crown. And then with that, I do want to thank everybody for watching another episode of Between the Ropes. And tomorrow for a show, we have Cooking with Jody. So I don't know what she's cooking up tomorrow, but I'll tell you what, I can't wait to smell what she's cooking because I think that it's really going to be something good. So with that being said, I really hope that everybody had a fantastic night and they enjoyed another episode of Between the Ropes. And we will see you next time. If you smell what Coast to Coast Entertainment Network is cooking.